I let a stranger use my phone. 10 minutes later, my life changed forever. Have you ever helped a complete stranger only to regret it almost immediately? Because that's exactly what happened to me. This happened about 6 months ago, and I still think about it every time someone asks to borrow my phone. It was around 8 o'clock on a rainy Tuesday evening. I had just finished work and was waiting at a quiet bus stop. Most people had already gone home, and there were only a few of us standing there. That's when I noticed him. He looked like he was in his early 30s. He was wearing a dark hoodie and jeans. He didn't look dangerous, but he looked nervous. He kept checking his pockets and looking up and down the street. After a minute, he walked over to me. "Excuse me," he said politely. "I'm really sorry to bother you, but my phone just died. My wife is waiting for me, and she's worried. Can I use your phone for one quick call? It'll only take 30 seconds. I hesitated. We've all heard stories about phone scams, but he sounded genuine. Besides, there were other people nearby. I didn't think anything bad could happen, so I unlocked my phone and handed it to him. He smiled. "Thank you, I really appreciate it." Instead of making the call right next to me, he walked a few steps away. I didn't think much of it. He talked for less than a minute. Then he returned my phone, thanked me again, and quickly walked away. Everything seemed completely normal. I checked the time, put my phone back into my pocket, and got on my bus. About 10 minutes later, my phone vibrated. It was an email from my bank. "Someone attempted to sign in to your account." I frowned. I hadn't tried to log into my bank. A few seconds later, another notification appeared. This time, it was from my email provider. "A password reset has been requested." Now my heart started racing. Within another minute, I received 2 more security alerts from different apps. Something was seriously wrong. I immediately opened my email account and looked through the recent activity. Someone had attempted to access my account from another device. Then it hit me. The stranger. While I was looking away at the bus schedule, he wasn't just making a phone call. He had opened my email application. He had memorized my email address. He had also used my phone to send himself a password recovery request. His plan was simple. Once he knew my email address, he would try to break into my account later that night. If he gained access to my email, he could reset passwords for almost everything else. My bank, my social media, my online shopping accounts, even my cloud storage. Luckily, I noticed the notifications before he could get in. I spent the next hour changing every single password I owned. Email, banking, social media, cloud accounts, everything. I also enabled 2-factor authentication on every important account. I barely slept that night. The next afternoon, I decided to stop by the same bus stop on my way home. Part of me hoped I would never see him again, but there he was, standing near the same bench, watching people. Within a few minutes, I saw him approach an elderly man. He used the exact same story. "My phone died. Can I borrow yours for just a minute?" Before the man could hand over his phone, I walked over. I quietly told him not to do it. The stranger looked directly at me. For a second, neither of us said anything. Then he immediately turned around and started walking away. I followed him from a distance while calling a nearby security officer. As soon as the officer appeared, the man started running. He disappeared between 2 buildings before anyone could catch him. The security officer told me something that shocked me. Apparently, several people had reported similar incidents over the past few months. Most victims never realized what had happened until money disappeared from their bank accounts or their email addresses were stolen. The scam wasn't about stealing the phone. It was about stealing access to your digital life. That experience changed the way I help strangers. Now, if someone genuinely needs to make a phone call, I offer to dial the number myself. I keep the phone in my own hand and put it on speaker. That way, they can still make the call without having access to my personal information. Kindness is important, but protecting yourself is important too. Sometimes the most dangerous scams don't begin with a threatening message or a suspicious email. Sometimes they begin with one simple question: "Can I borrow your phone?" So now I'm curious. If you were in my situation, what would you have done? Let me know your answer in the comments. And if you enjoy true stories with unexpected twists, don't forget to subscribe because tomorrow's story is even more unbelievable.